They're also observing the lockdown. There is also rising concerns of the crowding that has been also being reported at the border areas. We have Dr. Vikram Singh, who is joining us live at this point in time, former UP DGP and also Major General GD Bakshi joining us here on the broadcast. A very good morning to you, gentlemen. Sir, I would want to come across to you first, Major General GD Bakshi, sir, because on part of the army also the COVID-19 operation Namaste that has been launched. Of course, the army has not been called in. The NDRF has also not been called in. But when it comes to the preparedness on ground, we are looking at a lot of work that is being done by the men in uniform already. The army's point of view on this, sir.
They have muted it or what? I have no idea what they've done.
Major General Bakshi sir, I'm sorry, sir, I am unable to hear you. We will just reconnect that line with you. But Dr. Vikram Singh, sir, when it comes to the men in uniform we are talking about, they have gone all out. We've seen those extremes taking place when it comes to the punishment meted out to the violators and how exactly they are also giving out food and essential commodities en masse to the homeless, to the daily wage earners.
It is a matter of tremendous pride for all of us. Every Indian, he should be or she should be justifiably proud of the conduct of the armed forces, the police and everybody in uniform. I salute them and the sentiment. Yes, they ran the extra mile and they're running the extra marathon today, going out of the way to help everybody in need, whether in terms of men, material, their own expenses. I have known constables, not the higher-ups of my level, but even the constables of my force, and I'm proud of them, that the ladies are cooking food and they're distributing, and every constable in a district has assured that he would be feeding 5 people extra apart from those whom he can possibly. And in spite of the extreme working hours, maybe 15 hours a day, they say that I'm prepared to work 24/7. This is one thing that has always made us proud, and I'm proud of every constable, and I salute them, their parents, and the department. Indeed, the police leadership should not forget the tremendous sacrifice that they are all making on a day-to-day basis, sacrificing the time, the welfare of their own families, their personal comfort. And yes, they are running the extra marathon to serve the nation and society.
Absolutely, sir. Just coming back to you, sir. Major General Bakshi, sir, I hope you can hear me now and we can also hear you clearly. On the army's point of view, sir, you wanted to give out your message?
Look, from the army's point of view, I think we have to deal with it on a war footing, and that is precisely what our government has done. It was the military takes bold decisions, and we are so happy to note that a very bold decision has been taken. Unlike in the United States, unlike in Europe, where they were dithering over what is the impact it will have on their economy, etc. And they perhaps missed the golden moment when they should have acted. And now the casualties there are mounting on a daily basis. Whereas I think by this lockdown, it was a very major, very bold decision. It has been taken. And it is, I think, showing results because the curve will start flattening out very shortly. The fact of the matter is that India has acted in time. India has acted in a major way, and this is what is going to help us contain. There are the people have responded so well. There are so many philanthropists who have come up, who are who, like the police, as was mentioned, has been doing yeoman service by trying to feed the poor people, those who are homeless, those who are workers who are out of jobs. That is the weak segment that in this period of lockdown we have to take care of. And we also have to ensure, and those systems are now kicking in, that a complete lockdown does not choke the essential supplies, the essential logistical chain of foodstuff, medicines that has to keep operating. And I think that people are stepping in a very, very commendable way. As far as the military is concerned, we've done so
Absolutely.
much. I think we were first off the block. Very few people realize that we were first off the block in setting up the isolation centers. We have set up hospitals in the deserts of Rajasthan. We have flown people out from far off places. We have flown people out from Iran, from Middle East, from Europe, from China itself, from ground zero in Wuhan, from the wet markets of Wuhan. We have flown out our people to protect them. We were the first in, off the blocks, to fight the coronavirus. I would also say that the Army's chief recently went on air to make a very sensible statement in that he said that force protection is also a very, very major concern. You see, in these times of corona, one thing that you have to learn from the Army is discipline. Discipline is of two types. One is enforced discipline. The other is that which comes from within, from your understanding of, what could go wrong if you don't comply. And I think we need that latter sort of self-motivation, that discipline, that self-discipline that comes from within. Initially, the police had to actually enforce this. But now, I think the police is doing a fantastic job, as you can see on your screens, a very people-friendly approach. They are now helping the people. And those initial, very depressing shots that we saw of people fighting with the police, I think now they realize that the police is there for them, to help them
the police,
through this emergency. And I think they are taking a great risk in doing this.
Especially when it comes to sensitizing the people there. But talking about discipline, Dr. Singh, that what Major General Bakshi is talking about, that kind of discipline that has been seen in the police a lot. Of course, we are looking at a lot of police presence there on ground, stopping each and every car, asking each and every person when it comes to their identity cards and only then letting them through. That is the kind of strict measures that have been taken up. But when it comes to the police's side, their own side, sir, they are keeping their life on duty. That is the kind of risk that they are taking 24/7. We see them everywhere.
Very true. General G.T. Bakshi sir has very logically explained the uphill task, the painful duty the police have to perform, but without exception, they have come out with exemplary maturity, forbearance, discipline, and resilience. And in spite of working odd hours and extremely long hours of duty, I see no signs of fatigue because they are loving what they are doing and giving a personal example of what service can be and how really people-friendly a police can be in such moments of crisis. Indeed, when it comes to taking difficult decisions, they would do whatever they can and they would use force multipliers. You have to see, of course, on another occasion, how personal ingenuity has converted force multipliers.
Absolutely, sir. Dr. Singh, one more question, because when it comes to the innovative and the creative appeals from the police's side, that is also being seen. Whether it comes to singing or dancing or the mask that they are wearing so that they can make people aware, that is also another very interesting and a creative side of the police that can be seen.
That I could go on and on and on. The Lucknow police came out with a wonderful slogan, although I'm not very comfortable with that. The other is starvation and jobs can come and go. But corona infection will not go. Please fight corona first. Other things will fall into place. The masks, that they double up their gamchas and the handkerchiefs in masks, bring up homemade soaps and also provide soaps to the neighborhood. When it comes to running errands, they are identifying every single senior citizen in the locality, and whatever be the medical requirement or the medicines or the provisions, these police officers ensure that apart from duty, they serve the elderly in the community.
Absolutely. And we have seen that kind of discipline in our police forces as well, and also when it comes to reaching out to the maximum number of people, keeping their lives at risk, they are doing that 24/7. And hopefully we do not want to see that day ever when the army is being called in, that we are looking at in many European nations as well, to impose that kind of a curfew. But this is the biggest ever clampdown that we are talking about of 21 days. 3 days have been successful so far, 4th day going on today. So thank you very much, gentlemen, Dr. Vikram Singh and Major General Bakshi sir, for joining us here on the broadcast and sharing your views.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.